When a lot of us first started off grilling, all we thought about was temperature. We obsess over trying to maintain temperatures like 225, 250, or even 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But after years of cooking on kettles, barrel grills, smokers, and charcoal cookers, I've realized something. Temperature matters, but temperature isn't the whole story. Today, I think about fire very differently than I did when I started. One of the biggest shifts I made is that I no longer just manage temperature. Now, I manage fire. Early on, I watched the thermometer constantly. If the temperature moved up, I adjusted something. If it moved down, I adjusted something. I spent all day chasing numbers. Today, I spend a lot less time worrying about exact temperatures and spend a lot more time thinking about the fire itself. Questions like, how fast is the fuel burning? How much airflow is available? Where is the fire located? How is the fire behaving? Because if the fire is healthy, the temperature usually takes care of itself. Another lesson I've learned over the years is that fire quality matters just as much as fire temperature. A lot of people think of fire as either hot or cold, but that's not how I look at it anymore. Two fires can be the exact same temperature and behave completely differently. Think about it. One fire can be burning clean and efficiently. Another can be producing thick smoke and harsh flavors. One can be stable. Another can be struggling for oxygen. Today, I'm paying attention to smoke, airflow, and combustion quality just as much as temperature. I also see vents differently than I used to. When I first started, I thought vents were the answer to everything. Temperature too high? Close the vents. Temperature too low? Open the vents. I treated vents like they were the primary way of controlling temperature. Nowadays, I look at the intake and exhaust vents as a fine-tuning tool. Fire structure comes first. Fuel comes first. Food placement comes first. Then I use the vents to make small adjustments. Through a lot of trial and error, I've learned it's much easier to build the right fire from the beginning than it is constantly fighting the wrong one. Another lesson that took me years to appreciate is the power of food placement. Where you position food inside the grill with respect to the fire is one of the most powerful tools we have. Moving food closer to the fire, moving food away from the fire, rotating food through different zones, using direct heat and indirect heat intentionally. A lot of temperature problems can actually be solved through food placement instead of chasing numbers. I've spent a lot of time on the grill over the years, and I've told y'all before, this is my special place. I remember first being introduced to the craft of grilling by my uncle on a warm summer day in Alabama when I was a kid, and I've been grilling ever since. And the number one lesson I've learned is that experience changes how you read a fire. Like a lot of you, when I first started off grilling, I wanted exact answers. I wanted to know the exact vent setting. I wanted to know the exact temperature I was supposed to hit. I wanted to know the exact timing. I wanted certainty. Nowadays, I trust what I'm seeing. I pay attention to smoke. I pay attention to the charcoal. I pay attention to how the food is responding. I pay attention to how the fire sounds. And over time, you develop your grilling instincts. And those instincts come from experience and by being fully present for every cook. So if I could summarize everything I've learned into one sentence, it would be this. I used to think grilling was about managing temperature. Today, I think grilling is about managing fire. The better you understand fire, the easier everything else becomes. Temperature control becomes easier. Smoke management becomes easier. Cooking becomes easier. And ultimately, your food gets better. That's probably the biggest lesson grilling has taught me over the years. If you're trying to move beyond simply following recipes and start understanding how charcoal grilling really works, that's exactly why I created the Fire Management Guide. Inside, I break down airflow, fuel management, fire structure, temperature control, and the systems I use every time I light it up. You can grab the fire management guide using the link down below. Thank you so much for watching Daddy DIY Grilling. Until next time, grill boldly, serve proudly, and enjoy the process. I want to give a big shout out to our channel members. It's because of your generous support that we're able to keep creating and sharing these grilling resources. You're a huge part of this community, and we couldn't do it without you.